Thank you. I want first to mention that the Congo Basin forests hold between 25 and 30 million tons of carbon. We have some concern about the forest partnership program, and the World Bank launched it, and I know that in Bali they will talk about it and say that for them is a solution. But we want, as we have experience with industrial logging, how can you ensure that the World Bank will really respect the safeguard about this process of PSP? Because we really want to have a guarantee, because we can fail in the same system of industrial logging where they launch a program without consulting community, without involving community, without involving civil society, is why we are seeing now in this program the civil society know anything. They don't consult community, and we think that it will not benefit community if forest about the climate, but the community who manage sustainably this forest won't really know what are going on.
Thank you very much. I think those are all questions that have to be dealt with. And I think, of course, capacity building and to ensure that local communities that have been managing the forest there for centuries has to gain from it. And in a way, we can look upon this as a start of some kind of payment for for ecosystem services. I want to address one dilemma. 1 week ago, the ambassador from Costa Rica came to my office and visited. And he said, interesting about this Brazilian plans to stop deforestation. But we stopped it 20 years ago. What will we be paid? I don't think that is an argument for not doing anything on this issue. But I think what we have to achieve in the very end is a permanent system for the payment of the ecosystem services that these wonderful forests, both in the Congo Basin, of course in Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Amazon, are providing the whole world. And I think that is the big question that we will solve over time. But I'm sure that in this state of urgency, in this first year up until 2012 and beyond, I think there will be someone said, no, this will not be fair, this will be difficult, and that is true. That will like your view on two issues. The first is to what extent do you consider the World Bank Global Forest Program, their new initiative for a Forest Carbon Partnership Facility, and the GEF Sustainable Forest Management Program as relevant and adequate responses to the challenges ahead concerning future emissions from deforestation in developing countries?
Nós não achamos que o Banco Mundial seja o melhor caminho, né? Agora mesmo já há uma cooperação do governo norueguês com o governo brasileiro que está sendo feito pelo PNUD. Nós achamos menos ruim do que o Banco Mundial, né? O Banco Mundial, qualquer recurso que passa pelo Banco Mundial tem que financiar o próprio Banco Mundial, né? Ou vira uma feira de consultorias interminável, né? Nós achamos que não é o melhor caminho, né? Nós sugerimos que, se é necessário, se utilizar algum organismo multilateral para esse fim, que é preferível fazer pelo PNUD. Vocês já estão fazendo através do PNUD no Brasil.
I don't consider the World Bank option the best. Today, Norway and Brazil has a cooperation where UNDP is the go-between, and this is at least less bad. The problem with the financing through the World Bank is that a lot of this financing will go to the World Bank because it's become a market of consultancies, And it's not really necessary to use the World Bank in this, and they would opt for UNDP if they could choose.
And the other one?
I'd just like to say that the World Bank is very cleverly positioning itself to become sort of the central financing mechanism for reducing deforestation and in a carbon perspective. The Rainforest Foundation Norway does not believe that the World Bank is well suited to take that role. We know that in the budget proposal from Norway there is already money assigned for the World Bank carbon, what's it called?
Global Forest Program?
Global
Or
Carbon Forest Facility.
Carbon Partnership Facility.
Facility, yeah. So many acronyms. But that's okay, but that's enough. So we certainly do not think that the 6 billion proposal should end up in the hands of the World Bank, because our experience is very concrete. In the rhetorics, you can read their papers, and you can read about consultation, you can read about local people. When you look into their practice, you see it all fails. We have very concrete experience from their rhetorics in the Congo Basin and from their practice in the Congo Basin. So they now talk about alternatives, income opportunities in the Congo, but what they actually favor is industrial logging in practice. So they have, in a sense, discredited themselves, and I think that there are other UN institutions that are perfectly able to handle and organize this kind of implementation mechanisms for these 5 years. We have ourselves proposing this within talks with UNEP directorship and UNEP, and there is a sense that the UN bodies like UNEP, UNDP, and CIFOR, etc., could cooperate for 5 years to actually have this mechanism functioning. And that, I think, is the way to go forward. So, okay, give them the 175 million kroner or whatever it was, but that's enough.
Brief sentence each on what you expect to be the positive outcomes of Bali, because I want us to end on a positive note. Positivo.
Very difficult. Eu imagino que, como as outras questões não têm muita perspectiva de avanço, talvez se possa avançar na questão de floresta.
Since we don't have great hopes for advances in other areas, we think the area of forest may be the area where...
Sentence on the World Bank. I got the very clear message that I was looking for. But I think the two positive things that we hope for will come out of Bali is a clear agenda for 2009, a starting point for the new post-Kyoto Agreement negotiations. We really hope that will be possible, and we hope for some early action on forest. I think that's the best we can hope for Bali. And after seeing Andrew today, I think he will apply for a job in television.
I'll give you two messages, and that is that on the 8th of December, the Global Climate Action Day, there will be a manifestation outside of Parliament. Different Norwegian NGOs are going to be there at 2 o'clock. So beware on that day, 8th of December. And of course, on the big day, on the 10th of December, Forum is convening then the traditional march with torches through the streets of Oslo, starting at Youngstorget, to honor the winners of the Nobel Peace Prize. I just have to show you a t-shirt which people from the WWF will be wearing in Bali. Hotter than I should be. Aye, naughty, naughty. It is